You just saw the Berlin apartment, which tells different stories set within the same space, Norse Oath of Blood, which is a violent tale of vengeance, and the deep and darkly decadent Netherworld. You can wishlist these games and every other game you've seen so far and in the rest of the showcase by going over to the Future Games Show Steam page right now.
Jules, everyone's wish list is going to be the size of Everest at the end of this showcase. Think of the wish lists. Anyway, speaking of Everest, we have our climbing-centric game Cairn coming up next because the developers would like to share a brand new mode with you.
And probably those guys too.
Yeah, why not?
Now, as a man who absolutely loves climbing and has calluses rough enough to cut beef with, that is exactly the type of game that I'm excited by. And if you too like the look of Ken, then you can try out the game now because there's a demo out right now.
Next up, we've got a game that looks tastier than the 3 curry bratwursts that I just inhaled and faster than the time it's going to take for them to come back up.
Well, while he digests that, why don't you digest this upcoming powerhouse that is known as Metal Eden?
Jules, phone an ambulance. Quick!
Establishing connection. Core Ripper active. Hyper unit is mission go. Give him hell, Hyper.
Sorry about the neighbors. There's always trouble with them. A hyper unit in the flesh. Nexus was not lying about you. You are built on a phantom core. That makes you basically immortal. You, my dear, are forbidden science. I have a proposition for you.
Blimey, it is quite big actually, isn't it? Metal Eden, the fast and frantic futuristic shooter, will be playable on the 2nd of September.
Man, I absolutely love Cologne. The people are amazing, the city is jaw-dropping, and... Oh, can you smell that?
Oh, yes, that is the scent of the 10 Kolsch that I will down as soon as we are done filming this segment.
Oh, it's the smell of our next game, Hope in the City. Come on, breathe it in.
It smells pretty good.
It does.
My home is in the city of Shenyang. It's beautiful, and I've always felt safe here. But that's all about to change. I'm home! Mom? Dad? Anyone here? What happened? I need to find my parents. People here are scared and don't want to get involved. But at least some are willing to talk. know where this is leading me, but every clue reveals more of the city's darkest secrets.
That was the wonderful and intriguing Hope in the City with its very first gameplay reveal.
Up next, we're going to be taking to the seas, the stars, and beyond, because this is The Last Caretaker.
In The Last Caretaker, you incubate the last of the human species before firing them off into space to continue the human race. But what happened, and why have you been reactivated? Find out when The Last Caretaker drops later this year.
Up next, we're taking a look at Fellowship, a Moda-branded title that has all the dungeon crawling that you could ask for, but also has a few unique twists that are sure to keep lovers of raid boss-centric action coming back for more.
We were lucky enough to have a chat with some of the developers over at Chief Rebel to find out all about Fellowship's secrets.
Ooh.
Adventures aren't for those who wait. They are for warriors.
Fellowship is a game that we've been wanting to make for a very long time, and we're calling it a MODA, multiplayer online dungeon adventure. It's an amalgamation of genres that we've loved for a very long time, so taking the best parts of MMOs, ARPGs, and MOBAs, and creating this thing that we just are really, really excited about. The thing that we've really wanted to do with Fellowship from the start, and we constantly have to remind ourselves that this is one of the key things that's going to drive this game, is that we want the barrier to entry to be super low, because we want people to get into that end game dungeon experience and for that to stick with them. I know we've all kind of played games in the past where it felt like a bit of a second job, where you were either having to do a bunch of tasks to be able to do the thing you really wanted to do, or you had to spend X amount of time throughout the week to do something on the weekend.
You can't stop
Always
saying
a bit of FOMO if you didn't have that time and you saw other people like running away and doing the things that you wanted to do.
Do you know the new Italian steak and lots in which it just feels good at
Good job of it. One of the things I think a lot about going
Cafe
forward
said,
is
"Stay
what players will want in a
See what I say?
post-season game. And I don't mean just in the coming weeks.
You
and
share
months,
membership with
but
your mom
what
so
does that
she
mean
can
for
share with you.
over the year?
Easy.
It's really
USAA.
going to be
Check if you're
something
eligible
that we're
today.
excited to make with and for
Ladies,
our players, and already on
Stay.
Discord we're
It's
having
short
just
time. Wait, is it Business
conversations
Bad
about
Season
what
7?
we really
Oh,
want
good
with
call.
Fellowship going
That's
forward.
how it's getting it into the team.
We're really interested in testing
Galaxy
the
AI on us.
our
That's
matchmaking systems, because that's going to be really important for Fellowship.
130 years. Junior University has been making education a permanent entity.
So we're really excited that in mid-September,
Plugging in
from
first into
September 8th
cutting
to
edge
the
science.
23rd, we're going to be having an
To uncover
activator
free
for
powerful
Fellowship. The
secrets.
first time that we get as many players into the game as we possibly can.
Failure is
It's
a
going to be
critical
really,
part
really
of
cool.
gaining convincing range.
No subscription, no leveling grind, no chores, and no reputation farming. Fellowship is our
It's
take on all the
associated
best parts
with
of the
visual
MMOs,
reality.
ARPGs, and MOBAs that we love.
Find your fellowship this
There's
fall.
no quit this one.
Work together or die alone. I'll tell you what, Fellowship is looking both super promising and super interesting as well.
Got a challenge for you though, Jules.
Oh, yeah?
How would you escape from a prison in which the guard watching over you was like 100 feet tall?
100 foot tall. I guess the same way that I always would, which is I wouldn't, because what? And also I'd likely wet myself out of fear.
Oh, same. Great minds think alike. So prep your pants because we're about to take a look at a game that looks right back at you. This is the strange world of Melee Song-Ye.
Someone must have been telling lies. Yet, this morning, you were arrested.
Run, fool.
He's watching. Get on the next train. Watching. Don't act suspicious. Still watching. Then the sky breaks.
lucky for you, the public playtest for Mélisonnière is live right now, so you can experience what it's like to be gripped by a policeman roughly 20 times the size of Clifford.
Clifford?
The big red dog.
Oh, of course. Now, why am I here is a question I ask myself almost hourly, but it's also a question you'll be asking yourself in the Signal stranded on Sirenis as you craft and scavenge your way to survival while trying to figure out why exactly you've been brought to this strange planet.
So why don't you take a look at this trailer while I show Nathan pictures of my cat? Look at that, he's wearing little booties.
Why am I here?
Oh, what's he like, eh?
Do you remember when we first met? You were weak, so I fed you. I nurtured you back to life. I took care of you. I gave you everything so you could grow stronger. I was there for you. You discovered something about me.
He wrecked the ball.
You unlocked something within me. You're the best
And he
thing that's
stole
ever
them
happened to
seriously.
me. I thought you were lonely.
Cut
I
down
invited
all
your
the matches.
friends.
The world was
You
changing.
never needed them.
The rest of my life, within time, those tunnels, wow. And we took
We have each other.
Yeah.
I'll keep you safe. You're mine now. You won't ever leave me. I'll make sure of that.
When they use the title and world days. Now, I can't make it expensive.
There's no time to move. We might find you to get the
The Signal Stranded on Sirenis is coming soon to early access on Steam, so head over there and sign up.
Now, we've all had technical issues with a piece of household technology that have made us want to take it outside and punch it right in its USB port.
Okay.
Sorry.
But in our next game, you'll be doing that
Yeah,
and
but it's
more
sweet
because
and
you'll be
generic.
using weapons
It's every
to
other
take
place
down
that I
giant
got.
robotic bosses that are made for other players.
Okay.
And you'll
Not bad,
also
Tom.
potentially
That
be
office.
taking down some egg-headed presenters of the
Ciao.
future game show.
That's right, I'm in this game.
Let's
I
rebuild
cannot
that roof.
thank the developers enough for that. So yes, take a look at this next trailer and keep your eyes peeled for this eggy lad.
One in this room. Hey guys, bring down the radio station. Keep up, guys. It does not. Cancel my 2 o'clock. This next thing can run.
life sequence. Light and day.
Special. But don't be so serious. It's you. Oh, I think you really need that. Just my best friend. Take off. Let's try to
Robo Friends are there coming soon to Steam, so get it on your wish list and we'll throw a toast at you.
Now we'd just like to take a moment to commemorate the Roman Empire.
God rest its soul.
Now you know who could have made a better empire than that? You!
And Anno 117 Pax Romana, the genre-defining builder franchise returns with its most ambitious installment yet, letting you build the perfect city at the height of the Roman Empire.
We were lucky enough to sit down with one of the developers behind this new installment and ask them what makes this game so special.
Did you ask if you get a free token?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, Jules!
Sorry.
not just you, bad cop.
Hello, I'm Manuel Reinherr, Creative Director at Ubisoft Mainz,
Oh,
the home of the
with my
beautiful
son.
Anno franchise. And I'm
have
working on
played
Anno
this.
117 Pax Romana,
He
the
thinks
premier
exactly
builder game of
what it is.
2025.
Permanently.
Anno 117
You'll-
Pax Romana is delivering on the Roman
All
fantasy
weapons
in unseen
of
scale.
all
and
the
detail.
bands.
And we are a benchmark when it comes to the visuals, so you can really test your rig with the game. We are going to release a PC feature trailer showcasing all the incredible tech we have in the game. Talking about ray trace
Principal
reflections,
over
ambient
Fraggle
occlusion,
outside
and much
spread.
more. So check it out. Our game offers a unique mix
So
of
on
features,
Taco
from
Tuesday,
city building, economic
Creative Fraggle.
simulation,
Everything,
4X elements.
everything.
We do all of
Bunch of
this in an
super
immersive
scary
world.
look like this one.
Beside that, we are
I'll
offering
figure it
a
out.
new take
Sure.
on the iconic Roman setting.
Oh,
The
don't
game is
worry.
officially
Don't
about the
test.
Roman governor sent by the emperor to the provinces. And here, you get in contact with the locals, and it's up to you to decide if you follow local traditions or Roman ambitions. I love the moment when people at some point just zoom out a bit and admire their creation. The game is beautiful, and it's even better if you activate the day and night cycle with all its incredible light effects. Seeing how proud people are of what they built is a real highlight for me. If you want to experience Anno 117 Pax Romana yourself, make sure to check out our downloadable demo, which we will drop on September 2nd. Anno 117 Pax Romana launches on November 13th on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X. And you can wishlist and pre-order the game right now on Steam, Ubisoft Connect, and the Epic Game Store. Thanks for watching.
And you can get your hands on Anno 117 Pax Romana when it releases for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on November 13th.
Now I ask you, what do you get if you combine an addictive card battler, add in some of the Fort Frolic level design from original Bioshock, and then some cast members from Baldur's Gate 3 and Critical Role?
I don't know, but I want a slice.
Well, I'll tell you what you get. You get our next world premiere, because this is The Killing Stone.
In my homeland, played by mine ancient countrymen, there was a game. Two wrestlers squared off over a stone of a special name, Fanghella. Each man aims to throw his opponent over the stone and split his spine.
We go shower, okay?
I'll be killing time until I can get my hands on the Killing Stone. That looks great.
It looks absolutely amazing. But now for our next game. A disaster has struck your hometown.
My hometown!
No, Nathan, it's just a game.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. A disaster has struck your hometown, and your only son is missing.
My only son!
No, you don't have a son. Come
You
back.
need to bring a cup.
Don't have a son. Don't have a son.
So, a disaster has struck your hometown, your only son, and you need to sail the seas.
You want to bring a cup back.
Via the in order to save your family.
My family!
Your family don't even like you, mate. Come
You gotta use a regular cup.
Tell you what, while I go and try and find my deranged co-host,
Oh, no, you're not. What do you use this cup?
Your son doesn't exist.
Will you use this cup?
The chase version of me for some other things. You can do that too. For us, we have to work through themselves. We see, and I'm something that's nothing to breathe.
I started smoking menthol cigarettes to be just like the cool guys in there. Here's my tip.
Releasing in 2025, you'll be able to play Will Follow the Light on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
And we hope that you will go and wishlist it right now. Up next, let's take a look at a video game that lets you play as a real-life king.
What, like King Charles? Using his big sausage fingers as weapons?
No, of course not. No, this is about South India's Emperor King Rajendra Chola.
Ooh. You got a trailer?
As you wish, my lord.
Why, thank you.
This is how we spoke in Britain until 1993.
That would be great. I'm sure he's special, actually. It's not the best. Let's not do it.
Jules, could you name me your 3 favourite things?
Firefighting, cooking, and heists involving demonic entities.
See, we can't do it. We'll never be a
You're
master
gonna
builder.
love these next 3 trailers.
Oh, really?
Did you read my script?
I can't read.
We have a confirmed fire outbreak.
We got reports of a grease fire and oil spills all over the top floor, leaking down through the ceiling.
Firefighting Simulator. Ignite. United against fire. Pre-order now on PC and consoles. Launches September 9th.
Welcome to the town of Zaz, a cozy village tucked away in the dense jungle. Known for its delicious food, Zaz is a must-visit during any vacation. And here's Ito, a fierce warrior from Zaz, who's just returned home. But the fighter's work is never done. Good work, Ito. Zaz is full of life. Explore the local shops, join vibrant festivals, and indulge in the finest home-cooked meals around. Let's take a look at some of the town's signature dishes. Iguano sandwich? Delicious. The best meals deserve the best ingredients. And there's Ito again. He can farm and cook. What a talented little poco. Nightlife is booming in Zaz. Night markets are teeming with special goods.
Can I get no more or not? Okay, can I get no more?
Food brings us all together and turns friends into family. And family is all that matters.
Hope you brought your appetite.
Town of Zaz. Coming soon.
That was Firefighting Simulator Ignite, Town of Zoz, and Dark Hours. All of these video games and more you can wishlist by going over to the Steam page for the Future Game Show right now.
Now, my underwear drawer has cursed the day in 2014 when legendary horror game PT came into our lives, igniting the psychological first-person horror genre.
Well, luckily for you, there is a new horror champ on the block that is looking to take centre stage, and that is Unmourned, which only those with the strongest souls and the strongest bowels need only apply for.
Here's a taste of what horrors await.
Unmourned is coming to PCs
That means,
later
okay?
this year, and if you think you're old enough, you can check out the demo that is available right now. Go on, do it, a day, a double dog day.
Now, the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever is perhaps the most unique game you will ever play.
Yeah, it really is, because you're playing through the final hours of a game that doesn't exist. So you've got to use a digital manual, some archival footage, and even the director's non-existent commentary in order to solve a dark mystery.
You know, I would just love to know when I can get my hands on the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
You, Nathan Byrne, would like to know when you could get your hands on the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
Jules Gill, I'm telling you that I would like to know the release date of the video game whose title is the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
Well, you should watch this next trailer, which happens to feature a release date for the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
What is the greatest RPG of all time?
Right there. Stop.
We saw there were no CircleSoft lawyers around, and we thought, what if we just did it?
There's a reason we called it the greatest RPG of all time.
The remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever is coming to PC and Mac on November 12th. November 12th of this very current year that we're living in, 2025.
Oh, thank you very much for that.
You're
now,
welcome.
do you know that there are two animals that I would love to see go off on a whimsical adventure together? Can you guess what they are?
A hyena and a tarantula.
No.
An octopus and a fox.
No.
A lemur and a llama.
No, but that would be pretty cool,
Yeah, it
actually.
would be. How about a capybara and a crow?
Yes, that is exactly it. And we sat down with the devs behind this whimsical new adventure game to talk to them more about their upcoming title. How did you guess that?
Just read it in the script. if
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I wrote that one.
I'm Saffron Aurora. I'm the creative director at Kid and Cup Studio. We're currently working on our new cozy adventure game, Cappy Castaway. So after a devastating flood, you play as an adorable capybara and a chatty crow who form an unlikely friendship in hopes of finding their way home. So they both have their own unique abilities and personalities, and it's a story-driven adventure with puzzly elements. The whole game takes place on a mysterious island based off of an amalgamation of the Toronto Islands and various locations. I love my city. I love talking about Toronto and the stories that inspire it, and I think it's just neat to showcase, where we're from. Everything about Cappy is informed by play, sort of how we're developing it. And we also encourage players to be curious to see how the game reacts, because your actions can also sometimes have meaningful consequences. I love that you can put on hats. You can also stack your hats, and you can also put on almost anything as a hat. It's such a simple mechanic. As one of the earliest things when we were playtesting that we're like, oh man, I wish I could put this thing on my head, and it was immediately like, yep, that's fun. I think if you love a short hike and Untitled Goose Game, you'll really love Cappy Castaway. Because we're working with Mark Sperling, who's a good friend of mine, and he did the soundtrack for a short hike. Then yeah, if you like Untitled Goose Game, you'll enjoy like the playfulness of being a capybara. We also have a dedicated caw and squeak button. Cappies have a interesting sound. I am excited to share that we are currently working on it so that you can play Cappy Castaway with a friend. With the way that, you can currently play Cappy, you control both Cappy and Corby, but we want to make it so that maybe someone else can fly Corby while you play as Cappy, or vice versa. Cappy Castaway is set to release on PC in 2026. You can play the demo now and wishlist us on Steam.
That was Cappy Castaway, and I'm sorry, how could you not want to wishlist this game? It is so damn cute.
Now, when I first saw our next game, Catanaut, an action roguelite that blends cosmic horror and fast, fluid action, I only had one question.
Was that question, when could you get your grubby little fingers on it?
Oh, you bet it was.
Well, you better watch this trailer, my friend, because it will answer that question and maybe raise a few more.
That's right, you can play Catanaut when it launches on the 10th of September on Steam.
Now, 2020 was a bit of a rubbish year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But one of the few glimmers of hope was the amazing video game Call of the Sea.
And 5 years on, Out of the Blue Studios have decided that they're making a sequel, Call of the Elder Gods.
Now, if a Lovecraftian, narrative-driven puzzle game sounds right up your street, then you're going to get a kick out of this next trailer.
This is the story of a young woman haunted by impossible dreams, and a man riddled with guilt and grief, unable to atone for his past. The story of their courage and cunning, and how, in the face of a terrible threat, they found the strength to work together. The story of a civilization long lost to time, and those who sought secrets beyond the human mind.
Call of the Elder Gods, they are going straight onto my wish list, because there's nothing I love more than a good puzzle and some Lovecraftian horrors that send me to the other side of sanity.
Now, unfortunately, we're coming to a close at our time here at Live from Gamescom, but do not worry, my friends.
Oh yes, because we have got something special to see us out with.
Yes, indeed, we have a release date trailer for an upcoming viral sensation set in space.
That was Jump Space, coming to PC and Xbox in early access on September 19th.
Now, unfortunately, as I said before, this is technically the end of our FGS Live from Gamescom show. But do not worry, my friends.
Oh yes, you'll be seeing these two stupid faces again on Sunday, because we're back for FGS Best of Gamescom, where we're going to make you feel like you've been to Gamescom.
We're going to show you some hands-on time that we've had with some highly anticipated AAA titles. We're going to be speaking to developers and industry legends, and of course, there's a few secrets and surprises in there as well. So make sure you tune in on Sunday at these times here.
What lovely times!
Look at that text font, bellissimo.
I've been Nathan,
and I've been Jules,
and I'm off to have the first shot of Silk Song.
I've already played it. Enjoy.
This is not her. She's not her.
Yeah, it's true. I may not be a master builder. I may not have a lot of experience fighting or leading. He is general. Not all that smart. And I'm not what you call a creative type. But generally unskilled. Also scared. He is the least qualified. You are right. This is supposed to make us feel better. What? Yes.
I'll show you how to build one day. And they're going to show you how to build it.
You bring your face right? Right about it, dig down. This can't get worse. It's the horrible tea taste. It's the bad guy. Oh, the commander building prisoner. Oh, he lives to us. Guys, no, it's not my fault. Sure, it's a poor street right here. See the back. Dang it. To the invisible jet. Every man's for himself. Now, it's on for that. So I'm ready for this. Oh no, they were ready for that. It did because it's a crackle. See now. Move. Don't worry, Superman. I'll get you out of there. Oh my gosh, my hand just started.
These are the facts. Switch to Total Wireless and save 50% off Metro and Cricket. Guaranteed. With one line when you keep the phone and number you love. Facts. That means you'll pay half of these guys charge when you bring your phone. Get the facts. Then switch to Total Wireless.
We're getting married this year. Time to save wherever we can. So we tried a different detergent.
The detergent was so watered down, left our clothes with stains. And I'm not risking it. Time for the real deal. Stop paying for water down the detergent. It's got to be done.
Our danger favorite peers, garlic agents, you shouldn't say for people it. With water-resistant technology, antibacterial and humidity, ultra-free table body washer for deep cooking face system by Garnier.
If you misplace your card, slide to the right for card locked. The Chase Model app is card locked. Locked. Unlocked.
And it has encryption technology that helps you keep your data safe. Cool. And that's peace of mind from Chase. Make more.
My pleasure, suck as well. Himself. Great attitude. Please, not a submarine pet baby. Please catch us in case we pick them up. But you can't do all of them at once. It's a dark, very, very dark way. You guys know. Anyone know what this is? We use
That's space around the area.
Hey, tell me exactly what to do. And how to do it. And don't worry about what the others are doing. Everybody, Superman. Mr. Yellow Tail. Oh, welcome. Thank you. Superman. For everything. Thanks. What's special? Like special. You go. Guys, can you open it? No. Come on. Welcome. We need more ideas like it. We need it choked up. No. No. Well said. Maybe it's fine. Okay. Somebody get me some markers. Some construction paper. It's inside the town with the people. Only people. Yes.
What's that word? Say over there, over there with
Special station that I'm building for all right. Dark. Are you kidding me?
Mind. Here's
本作では木やドアなどと家の中で会話することができます。そのいくつかのセリフのイメージは、ここで見かけた鳥の動きや風に揺れる木、長時間に及ぶアイスの観察などから得ました。作曲においても夢の曖昧さや不安定さを表現するため、楽器だけでなく身の回りにある日用品や自分の記憶と深く関係する場所でフィールドレコーディングした音なども取り入れました。今回制作の背景を少しでも共有できたら嬉しいです。ではドリームオブサラザーのトレーラーをお楽しみください。
Humans can't choose what they want to remember or what they want to forget. I'll probably forget all about this someday.
Why is it that human beings are so trapped by how free they are?
Beauty is overflowing in this world.
I don't think that's what real freedom is about.
Dreams of Another is coming to PC and PS5 on October 10th, so make sure it's on your wish lists. What's next, David?
Well, next, we're switching gears to 13Z, the Zodiac Trials. It's a kinetic roguelite inspired by the legend of the Eastern Zodiacs.
For ages untold, the 12 Zodiac Guardians of the East have safeguarded humanity's fate. Determined not to fade into obscurity, they have revived the Zodiac Trials. Now they seek a 13th Zodiac. Let your Zodiac Trials begin.
Wonder if it's collection threats. Somebody else out.